You guys, I was almost murdered this morning. Today is America's Christmas, and I am walking my dog through my neighborhood, minding my own damn business. And there was this man behind me with an empty stroller, which was a little weird. And the empty stroller had an axe in it. I don't know why this didn't alarm me, but maybe because, like, people go through the alleys and take stuff all the time. And I was like, oh, they found a good axe, you know? I feel like such a dumbass. This helicopter started circling really low above me and this guy who was following me through my walk. And I thought, oh, he's just going the same way as me. So I'm a couple blocks from my house and this helicopter keeps getting lower and lower. And I'm like, is it following me? Because I'm next to the highway enough that it could be traffic. Like maybe they're doing Christmas traffic. But because they were close to me, I was like, oh my God, am I going to be on the news? So I waved and I was like, yay, I'm going to be walking my dog on the news. They're going to be like, look at all the Christmas cheer. People are up walking their dogs this morning. Like, I don't know what my brain was telling me. Anyway, a helicopter's following me all the way until the last corner where I turned to go down my block. And this guy has been following me 2 houses behind me the whole time, all the way up until that point. Think the helicopter scared him off because he changed directions and went across the street. And the helicopter followed him. It didn't follow me. And I was like, I'm just going to walk home. I get to my phone. I've missed 6 calls, okay? I have a shit ton of texts from all my friends being like, bitch, get your ass home. There is a man out there killing people with an axe. Meanwhile, I'm waving at the helicopter, thinking that it was my moment. Like I was having my moment. So I'm still alive. He doesn't know where I live because the helicopter saved my life. They were so low you could see who was driving the helicopter. That's why I was waving. I was like, oh my God, is there a camera on board? Yeah, it's so dumb.
I was rejected because of my outfit. So my last date picked me up. I get in the car. He turns to me and says, what do you want to do? I was so taken off guard because I was like, I thought we were going to dinner. And he was like, yeah, I did pick a restaurant, but it's kind of far. And he asked me like, do you know somewhere around here that we could go? I'm trying out the Rare Beauty blush. So anyway, I was just so taken off guard. I just was like, I don't have anything planned. Like, I'm sure there's something around here, but like we might need a reservation. So he was like, okay, we'll just go to the place that's farther away. It turned out it was only like 10 minutes away. I think I put on way too much blush. What do we think of the color? I think that's real pretty. If I was young and naive, I would blame him and call him disorganized. But I know what happened. He wasn't interested in me. He saw me walking up to that car and immediately thought, nope, not my girl, and was trying to just save himself time. To be fair, so many of you messaged me on Instagram and said, don't wear that outfit, it is so ugly. But by then it was too late because I posted that video when I was leaving. I really need to step up my style game because I refuse to be rejected because of a turtleneck sweater. I much rather be rejected because of all of my personality flaws.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of What It's Like to Work in Fast Food, Kids Edition. These are fun, and by fun I mean not fun at all. Hi, welcome in. What can I get started for you today? Hi. So Natalie is going to be ordering her own food today. Wow, very big step for a very big girl. Yeah, we're trying to practice. She's just so shy. When we were in McDonald's last week, she cried. Oh, poor thing. Oh, I'm not prepared for that. Okay, sweetie, what would you like? Tell the nice lady what you want. Go on, honey. It's okay. I'm uncomfortable. This next one's more about the mom, and people do not believe me that the parents will say this right in front of you. They do. Hi, welcome in. What can I get started for you today? Yes, well, I'll have a number 6 and a burrito supreme and whatever she wants. Okay, and for you, hun? Cheese quesadilla. Very good choice. I love the cheese quesadilla. I actually just had one earlier. Do you get free food when you work here? You do. That is my favorite part of my job, and the only part I'd like. Mommy, I want to work here. No, you don't. You want to become a doctor, so you want to go to college, not work in fast food. Or, you could go to college and work here. Oh, that's an option. And let's not forget how truly mean children are. The poor parents, they try. Hi, welcome in. What can I get? Dad, her voice is weird. Bailey, that is not nice. Can't wait to think about that for the next 3 hours. Don't worry, sorry, she's just mean. Okay. What can I get started for you? Yeah, I'll have a number 8, and do you have a kids menu? Unfortunately, we don't, but we have a cheesy roll. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm a girl. We have cheesy roll-ups, it's just tortilla. You look like a boy because girls have boobs. Bailey, that is not. Listen, I'm not morally opposed to boxing a 7-year-old, so I would watch it, Bailey. Nah, she's cute. Anything else? Hold on, she needs to say sorry to you first. Oh, no, I hate when they do that. Bailey, you need to say you're sorry right now. No, I'm not sorry. Bailey, look at her. Look at her. Look at her. It's okay. No, she needs to tell you she's sorry. Okay, tell me you're sorry. But that would be lying, 'cause she does look like a boy. She doesn't have any. I will sell your iPad. Sorry. Alright, so here is your drink, sir, and here is your drink, sweetheart. Santa's not real.
My husband and I were talking the other day about LASIK surgery because he's considering getting it done. And I got it done like a couple years ago. Frankly, I do not recommend it. My eyes are dry literally all the time, and there was like a 2-week recovery period where I just basically couldn't see, and I was not used to that. So it was a bit of a struggle. Like going to the bathroom would take me like 15, 20 minutes just to get there, and even then, like finding the toilet, I had to Hail Mary it and just hope for the best. So yeah, it was not fun. In any case, I'm telling my husband about this horrible recovery period of mine, and he goes, I know it was hard for you, but I feel like I'd be fine. Like, I'm very good at sensing where walls are and where there's objects in my way, so, I'd be able to navigate just fine. I do not miss the subtle shade. Yeah, I crashed into the wall a couple times during that recovery period, but that's perfectly normal. So I'm thinking, okay, this freaking wise guy. So I say, you know what? Let's put this to the test. It's Saturday night. We've got nothing better to do. So we're going to play a game of hide and seek. You're going to keep your eyes closed. You've got 5 minutes to find me, and I will just hide in the bedroom. That's it. Should be easy, right, for someone who has good senses? And he goes, yeah, should be fine. So he closes his eyes, and he starts counting. Now, I know he's not going to cheat. He would never cheat, especially in a game like this. His honor is way too high, and also he's a former Boy Scout, so I know he's going to keep his eyes closed. So he starts counting. I go to one side of the room where I know the floor creaks a little bit, and I purposefully make it creak, because if he has even an iota of common sense, he's going to think that that's where I am. Wrong. After I make the floor creak a little bit, I tiptoe like a freaking cat to the other side of the room where we have this really big planter, and I hide basically like in the middle of the planter, like behind it kind of. I'm gonna make it hard for him because I'm bitter. So anyway, he's done counting. He gets up, eyes are still closed, and I'm thinking, I got this in the freaking bag. This should be fine. He goes to that side of the room, I'm not there. He starts, walking around with his hands in front of him so he doesn't crash. So much for good senses, right? He starts crawling on his hands and knees, and I like that. Still can't find me though. Finally, like 4 minutes have passed. I think I've won. He gets up, and suddenly he announces to the room, "You have left me no choice but to use my powers of echolocation." The hell do you mean echolocation? Suddenly, he lets out the most ungodly screech I have ever heard in my frickin' life. It sounds like it came from a harpy. It is in a pitch that should not be possible coming from his body. It is an ugly, ugly, ugly sound. I am appalled. I am shocked. I have never heard him make this sound in my entire freaking life. And so, of course, I start laughing. And in 2 seconds, even though his eyes are closed, he finds me. I have betrayed myself. So I tell him, you cheated. You of all people, you cheated. And he says, no, I didn't. I just played the system. I used my senses. I hate him.
Get ready with me because it's my birthday. I have like literally no plans today. I don't really think I'm gonna do anything. So I'm one of those people that always gets randomly sad on their birthday. I don't really know why. Like, I have no reason to be sad, but I always end up crying for some reason. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen today. My theory is that hot girls cry on their birthday, so I think it's okay. But that's so depressing. I don't think I'm gonna cry, so I'm hoping I don't cry. I always end up crying. So when I was little, like my entire childhood, it was a little tradition for my dad and I to go to little daddy-daughter breakfast every single birthday. So we would wake up around 6 or 6:30, and go to this little diner down the street every single year, and it was my favorite part of the day without fail every time. That was probably my favorite thing about my birthday. I have 2 birthdays I remember distinctly hating. Not because it was like a bad day or anything, but I was so terrified of a dentist. So I think it was like my 10th birthday, if I remember correctly. I do remember correctly, actually. And I discovered about 2 weeks earlier that my mom scheduled a dentist appointment on my 10th birthday. And I think I cried for about 2 hours that night. I was being very dramatic. It was just the dentist. It wasn't a big deal. But I had like a phobia of the dentist, and I didn't really make it known that I had a phobia of the dentist. But I think my parents realized after that situation. Believe it or not, there's actually 2 cases where I got a doctor's appointment scheduled on my birthday. And the second time, it was my 17th birthday, and it was my first OBGYN appointment. I'm not even trying to diss my parents, but this is so funny that this keeps happening. I think I cried like 2 hours over that one too. But you know, it ended up working out fine because my parents felt so bad that they accidentally scheduled the OBGYN appointment for my 17th birthday that I ended up getting a hamster that day. Y'all might remember Junebug. Yeah, y'all remember Junebug? Yeah, I convinced my parents to let me have her because I had to go to the OBGYN on my 17th birthday. I did have some absolutely incredible birthdays. I think one of them was my 12th birthday, and I got the American Girl Doll of the Year that year. I cannot remember her name at all, but I remember she had removable pink extensions, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was obsessed with that doll. And she kind of looked like Kit, but she wasn't Kit. I don't know. You guys might remember her. I also had a super intense Lego phase, and one year I saved up all my money. I think I was like 11, and I bought this giant Lego cruise ship. And I remember that Lego set taking like, I don't know, 4 hours to set up. My favorite birthday was my 15th birthday. That's when my parents decided I was allowed to wear all the makeup, and so my mom took me to Sephora and got a full face for me, and it's literally the most amazing memory in my brain. All done. I'm gonna go have a fun birthday. Bye!